Hello, what is up, everybody? It is Mario. Hello, what's up, everybody? It's Mario and Luigi Journeys here. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube. I know it's been a long time, but I am here now. So there's no worries at all. So, I was looking on some videos of Mario vs. Sonic, and honestly, I'm getting debate questions of who would win in a fight, Mario or Sonic. Well, with the recent release of Mario Wonder coming out in October, and also, the recent release of Sonic Frontiers, I think it's pretty clear it's Mario. I'm sorry just to just jump to Mario like that, but you're not gonna sit here and tell me that Sonic is gonna beat Mario in a fight. Now, not being said that Sonic is weak. I'm definitely not saying that. As much as I love Sonic's games, and even though I think Mario has better games, it's just the fact that Sonic does not have the much willpower like Mario to take him down in a fight. Now, let's get to the real point of this video. I also want to debunk Tyrecords' law of his video. As much as I love this dude, he's really entertaining. Trust me, I recommend you watch him. And don't send this dude any hate, please. We are positive around here. No hate comments. Just be positive. I want to also reiterate something, because there's so many things wrong with this video that I wanted to correct him on. There's so many times he was incorrect, and I respectfully want to point them out. So, without further ado, we're going to get into the video. Mario, who would win a fight? Mario versus Sonic. Let's go.
What happened after I dropped my Mario vs. Sonic video? Well, besides the fact that a lot of people were arguing, thousands of comments of people debating and going back and forth, today we're going to be debunking a debunk to my video. Before I get started, make sure to not send this person hate. We're not the type of people to do that. I definitely do not support any hate to
This video is also to help Josiah out, just prove that he's also correct on what he's saying. Anyways.
This creator, but there's a lot of things that is wrong with this video that I'm going to be addressing. Move. Like this video.
Wipe out the verse that they were in.
Don't worry, Tyrecords. I already like this video. You don't have to worry.
There's a key difference for the heroes that took him down in their feat and taking them down. Paper Mario took out Super Dimension himself and just had help weakening the shield. And Paper Mario's help was in base form as opposed to Super Sonic's help also being in their super form.
Correct.
Okay, so they're basically talking about Super Paper Mario and Sonic 06, which was where Super Dimension appeared and Soloris appeared. And also, these two beings were strong. Now, my personal opinion, Soloris is way stronger than Super Dimension, as Soloris actually planned on wiping out all timelines in his existing, which means the whole universe and timelines will be destroyed. There would be nothing left. But Super Dimension only planned on destroying worlds, which, again, Paper Mario is not actually canon to Mario, honestly, because, so I might not even make this part exactly relevant, but I can't compare. Let's compare Soloris to an actual being from a canon Mario game. Let's take Super Mario RPG, for example. We have a person named Wolexxgee. If you don't know what Wolexxgee is, he is basically a being from Mario RPG, and I can show you right now. Let's see. Let me put Wolexxgee. I spelled that wrong. Let's see. Give me a second, everybody. According to this right now, Wolexxgee is an optional hidden boss. Even though I know a lot of people like to say Wolexxgee doesn't count because he's a secret boss, but it doesn't matter. He's still a part of the lore, so he technically counts. Wolexxgee is a secret hidden boss in Super Mario Legend of RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Wolexxgee is a being from a different dimension. From a different dimension, desires to battle with warriors from Mario's world. He appears to be a type of demon, having dark purple skin and red twisted horns. So basically, what this being is capable of is he's able to destroy time, much similar to Soloris. He's able to destroy all timelines, which he actually wants to do, and has the capable ability of doing it. He can have the ability to destroy all timelines. He can move literally 8,000 or more times faster than the speed of light itself, and he also travels through dimensions. and Mario overcomes this guy.
Super Dimension and Solaris's plan was to completely destroy the universes they were in.
Which is also what Colex's plan in Mario RPG was. He actually wanted to completely destroy everything in the world. Not only was that just horrible in itself, but Mario also has to deal with Colex, knowing the fact that Colex also has the power to destroy multiple universes at the same time. And he can also travel through dimensions. Don't believe me? Play Mario RPG. It actually says it in the game. And one of his lines was, "I consume time and I will consume you." And he can destroy time, as he also boasts about doing that too. And Mario pretty much beat him in a fist fight. And keep in mind, this was base form. No power-ups. You could use weapons, but base form. And while you could say Mario had helped to defeat Colex, saying that he was a powerful bosser, I could also say the same thing about Sonic, which he technically had more people on his team to destroy Solaris. Which Mario is also optional to use a teammate, so Mario technically beat him on his own. If you wanted to say that, if you want to get really technical. And you're forced to use Sonic, Silver, and Shadow to beat Solaris in order to. Also, it's worth noting the fact that Colex has pretty much no weaknesses, and Mario was able to damage him in a fist fight and tank his punches and hit him pretty much anywhere. Meanwhile, Sonic and Silver and Shadow had to also find Solaris' weak spot. So sorry, I don't care what you tell me, you're not convincing me anything. Sorry, Colex is way more powerful than Solaris. I'm sorry. Moving on.
But there was a huge difference left out. Super Dimension planned on destroying one more.
We're gonna skip this part. We're gonna skip this part because, like I said, this is just irrelevant due to the fact that Paper Mario is just not canon. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people say it's canon, but it's really not. Like, it's already been confirmed they're in two different places, so no. It's just not gonna work, bro.
Entirely
Assumes their interpretation of the character is the only valid portrayal, dismissing or disregarding
question.
So there are multiple links, but is it always the same Mario?
一緒です。ミッキーでしょ. This is what's called an author fallacy. This occurs when the
Okay, so this is another one where he was incorrect on. Every Mario in the games are exactly the same Mario. And I get what he's saying, Tyrecords. I get what you're saying. Not everything the author says is true. Which he's right. Not everything they say are true. But, in particularly, when he said every Mario the same, he was probably specifically talking about the games, which every Mario is the same there. Need proof? Mario also literally has flashbacks on top of that. In case you wanted to know. Mario has flashbacks when he possesses Bowser. And if you also want more proof, Bowser has flashbacks as well Bowser has flashbacks when he also was possessed by Mario. He has flashbacks to Super Mario Bros., Sunshine, Super Mario Bros. 3, and many other games, including Mario World and others. Which means that every Mario is the same Mario, because Bowser wouldn't have known that if he was different. And he's the same Bowser. Every Mario is the same. Only Mario in the games that I know are different is like Paper Mario and Mario. They're two different beings from different worlds, and pretty much the manga Marios, which is completely broken by the way, and the TV show Marios, which are completely different. But every game Mario that's not Paper Mario is the exact same. So sorry, Tyree, but you are incorrect.
The author assumes their interpretation of the character is the only valid portrayal, dismissing or disregarding the audience's alternative viewpoints. To make it easier to understand, once an author puts out a work of art or a work of fiction, their interpretation of the character isn't always the valid one. For example, one of the writers for Sonic, Ian Flynn, said that he thinks Sonic would lose to Goku. Doesn't mean Sonic would actually lose to Goku just because he writes for Sonic. There are different versions of Marios from different dimensions. We see this with even Paper Mario. I showed this in the original video. I even went on and went to show Black Mario, Indian, Chinese. When an author in an interview is asked a question like that, especially for an author of Mario, they're not going to get and remember everything about the character, everything that's came out. If there's two...
Once again, you're wrong. I already stated why you're wrong. If you don't believe me, go back in the video. Sorry.
Different Mario worlds from two different dimensions. Obviously, not every Mario is the same. Bruh.
Every Mario is the same unless you're talking about Paper Mario and Mario, okay? They're the same being. Well, no, they're different beings, but Mario is the same. So is Luigi, because Luigi also has, in case you want to know, in Luigi's Mansion, Luigi also has memories from back in past games, just to let you know. It's a fun little fact.
Sonic's strength comes from striking force, but Mario has used physical.
Was the same.
Sonic's strength comes from striking force, but Mario has used physical and lifting strength instead of speed to force, so he would get strength overall. And Sonic.
Okay. See, he puts the little text at the top screen, if you can see it, saying, no, Mario's strength accomplishments aren't better than Sonic's. Tyree, not only are you capping hard as heck, but once again, you say this, but you don't show any evidence of it. And Mario's strength is way better than Sonic's. Let's go back in time, back to when Super Mario World debuted. Super Mario World was obviously 2D Mario game. I don't think I need to explain that. Let's just explain the castle parts. Mario's strength accomplishments and striking force is way higher than Sonic's in every way, shape, and form. Because not only is his lifting strength better, he can also destroy pretty much anything in his path. For example, Mario once had a whole castle in front of him, which each castle is estimated to weigh over at least 6.1 billion tons. And you know how heavy 1 ton is in the real world? It's pretty damn impressive that Mario can lift over 6.1 billion tons. It was a whole castle, Mario lifted it up, and he yeeted it. It's also worth noting that Mario yeeted that castle at least thousands of feet away from him in the process. So that's a little fun factor. Oh, another thing that Mario also did that with little to no effort, once again, barely putting any effort in, and he lifted that whole castle. Like it was a soccer ball. It was nothing to him. Not only that, but Mario also manages to wipe out the castle. He also manages to stomp the different castles in each other, which he stomps them to the ground, using his body force. Not with little to no effort. Once again, with little to no effort, Mario also can take a wooden hammer, and destroy a whole castle in seconds with it. Singularly. That's pretty impressive if you ask me. Oh, just to let you know, fun fact, that's also classic Mario, which he was way younger back then than what he is now. So he was a lot weaker than Mario now, and he still managed to do this stuff. Just wanted to amplify that. And that's not the main. There's plenty more stuff that Mario does way better than Sonic, but let's not talk about that. Let's see what he has to say first.
Sonic's durability and endurance outside of withstanding the impact of how hard he hits isn't as great as Mario's. And by your logic, Mario's body withstands the force he would need to use to ground pound meteorites back at Grand Star Bowser in Mario Galaxy 2. Sonic doesn't regularly use speed to force on shorter or non-boss enemies.
Okay, Josiah, there's one thing you did miss. Sonic does use striking force on little and non-boss enemies, actually. He does use striking force on them. Because you actually see this, because like I said, you can actually notice this when he plays in Sonic Colors, for example. Pretty much every Sonic game, if you pay attention. Not being rude, I swear. But just telling you that he does use striking force. Just because he's not as strong as Mario doesn't mean he doesn't use striking force. As we can literally see this. We can also take Smash Ultimate, for example, which Smash Ultimate is canon. Look at Sonic's forward smash. The harder you hold it, the more Sonic's fist gets more momentum, and the harder. How about I say it like this? I'm gonna say it like this: the harder the force, or the more speed of the force, the harder it will be on impact. So the more velocity you put into the force, which is a punch, for example, the more impact and pressure will be once it has impact on something or contact. Made sense? I hope so.
Missing something here? Sonic does usually use speed to force attacks on non-boss or smaller enemies. You said it yourself.
Sonic's strength comes from striking force.
When it comes to speed, the velocity at which an object or body part moves can significantly affect the force delivered. To put it easier, the faster the strike, the greater the potential force upon impact.
Mario can survive lava in almost every 3D game he's in, and lava is just a bottomless pit substitute in 2D Mario games. He survives lava dragons that are actually trying to harm him in those games anyway.
Exactly. Also, people saying that Superstar Mario would die to lava, not only is that completely, utterly wrong, especially acknowledging the fact that Mario can survive lava, and he survives things way more powerful than lava without having a scratch on him. But imagine him invincible, and he can survive this in base form. You tell me, he's not dying to lava canonically. Sorry, buddy.
And Sonic doesn't survive anything with rings. That's a gameplay mechanic, you goofy.
Exactly, Sonic doesn't survive. Also, I heard somebody say Sonic has rings. Hopefully that's a joke when you guys say that, but people who say that, I'm sorry, you're stupid, because that's a gameplay mechanic. Sonic doesn't actually have rings fly out of him when he's actually canonically getting hit. That's just a gameplay mechanic, because how would it be challenging if they didn't have stuff like that? That's not challenge.
Roll the clip! Mario Galaxy and 64 being one of the only exceptions to this. But let's forget the lava argument. It's really just for laughs and giggles.
It's really for laughs and giggles. If it was for laughs and giggles, then you shouldn't have said it. Don't say things, Tyree, if you know you're going to regret it in the future. And calling Josiah goofy.
Goofy? You thought you can catch me lacking?
Doesn't matter if it was a joke. Don't say shit that you know you don't mean. And that if it's a joke, then don't say it, especially in an argument we're actually trying to find evidence in. Even if he is a joke, we're still going to go over this lava thing anyways. I don't really care. We're going to go over this. Mario 64 and Galaxy being the only exceptions to Mario surviving lava, which are canon games, which also means Mario can survive lava, or in general. And before you try to use the argument that Mario is not the same person because he dies of different things, it doesn't matter. Your point's also invalid. Mario is kind of like a cartoon character, and Sonic's more like an anime character. Mario goes with the plot. Just because Mario does something in one game doesn't mean he can't, and doesn't do it in the other game doesn't mean he's not the same person. He's just going with the plot. That's what cartoon characters. Take Popeye, for example. Popeye is stronger than others in certain cases, and then other things he can get damaged by easily, which he wouldn't usually get damaged by. It's all for plot. Mario's meant to be a funnier cartoon character, and Sonic's funny sometimes, but not really. Doesn't really make me smile as Mario does. He's meant to be more funny and hilarious. And I know this has nothing to do with the battle, but it technically does. And not only knowing that, but it's also a gameplay mechanic once again. Mario's lava is just a cliff substitute in his games. Like Josiah said, it's a cliff substitute. It's not accurate. How could he die to lava in a superstar power if he survived things more powerful than ever than that in his base form? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. He's not dying to lava in Superstar. I need you guys to get that through your head. Okay? That's the nicest way I can say it. Moving on.
Did you even watch the video?
And the black hole he almost outran in colors, which, like I said, he almost outran. He didn't fully outrun it.
Yeah, Sonic didn't outrun that black hole, by the way. He almost did, but...
was a fake hyper-go-on energy black hole.
He almost literally outruns a black hole with no stamina left.
With no stamina left, I'm sorry, that really doesn't matter knowing how fast Sonic is. He doesn't need stamina to outrun something. He's already fast as it is. I mean, like I said in this one, he almost outran a whole black hole and survived the pressure of it, which a black hole has more megatons of force and pressure and didn't even get stretched to shreds. When Sonic survives the pressure, before he even gets in it, so...
Not only is a black hole fast, its gravitational pull is so strong, it can pull light in.
Yeah, I agree with that part. That's actually correct.
Using your argument, if you're saying every Mario is the same Mario, he should have been strong enough to resist the black hole in Mario Galaxy.
No, also, this is another thing I wanted to go over. I wanted to talk about this, too. I've heard people, not only Tyree, and this doesn't only apply to him, I've heard other people saying that Mario should have outswim this black hole in Mario Galaxy, and even though he could do it in Mario Party 6, which you're also utterly wrong. I want you to keep something in mind, that Mario, this black hole in particular wasn't an average black hole. It was a thing called a supernova. This thing was not only more powerful to destroy anything in its path, it was also breaking the universe, in case you couldn't tell. Didn't you play Mario Galaxy? You should know this. This thing was destroying the universe. If we compare this to Mario Party 6, Mario also outswims that black hole. And like I said, this black hole was destroying the universe. Of course, Mario couldn't outswim that one. And like I said, let's go back to Mario Party 6's black hole, where it was only sucking up minor objects in space. It wasn't breaking the universe. It was just sucking up minor objects. And in Mario Galaxy, it was destroying the whole universe. So your argument is also wrong once again.
Which we all know he wasn't strong enough to resist it at all.
He still kind of resisted it in a way, and he still resisted a little bit, which is pretty impressive for a plumber his size.
But he could do it in Mario Party, though. The inconsistencies of Mario are crazy.
Yeah, because Mario's an inconsistent character. Mario's games are one of the best games out in history, which is a fact, but he's inconsistent with them. He's not consistent. As Miyamoto doesn't even have consistent stories, as Mario has almost pretty much the same story every game, with you having to go through 8 worlds and rescue Peach. He is an inconsistent character.
It shows you not every Mario is the same Mario.
Bruh.
Enough to resist the black hole in Mario Galaxy, which we all know he wasn't strong enough to resist it at all. But he could do it in Mario. Not every Mario is.
Those Mario is the same Mario, by the way. We already went over this. But I want you to keep one thing in mind, Tyrecords. That black hole was destroying the whole universe, and Mario Party 6's black hole was only sucking up minor objects in rocks in space. Which it doesn't matter if it was sucking up minor objects, you still wouldn't be able to outswim that in real life. So he's still strong for even outswimming that one, like, successfully. He may not be able to destroy a universe-breaking one, which is understandable, but he still outswim a black hole that was still sucking up objects. And pretty much, yeah, that's my argument on that one. I feel like I'm more correct, but we'll find out. Anyways.
It was the same Mario.
And before you mentioned how we couldn't escape a black hole in Galaxy, that's because he fell into it instead of having time to prepare and swim away from it.
Why didn't he swim away? He had the chance. It's because they're not the same Mario.
Nope, you're wrong. Once again, they are the same Mario. Because I already explained why that black hole was destroying the universe. Also, he's saying that why didn't he swim away, trying to make Mario look stupid, saying he had the chance. I could say the same thing about Sonic. He had a whole 30 seconds faster than Mario to react. Still couldn't get away from him. Sonic, you had a bigger chance than Mario did of escaping. He still couldn't do it. And besides, that black hole wasn't even... Sonic's black hole wasn't even as strong as Mario's because it wasn't destroying the whole universe, actually. Mario's actually destroying his whole universe. Knowing how big Mario's universe is, that's a big-ass deal. The Sonic universe was destroying everything in its path, but not the whole universe. So it still wouldn't be better than Mario's. And on top of that, why didn't Mario swim it? Because it was destroying the whole universe, and he had the chance. So yeah, you're right. Mario didn't have the chance to outswim it, but it was a universe-destroying supernova. So of course he's not going to outswim that one, especially if it's sucking up everything in the galaxy. And let's not forget how strong Mario is, that he can literally, him along with Bowser, can survive the universe being collapsed and rebuilt upon itself. Huh, pretty strong if you ask me. Also, people saying that Rosalina saved Mario, which she obviously didn't do. She talked to him after the black hole occurred, and he got sucked into it. That she didn't save him. He did it. He was alright himself. No scratches, not even a rip on his clothes. He was okay. She did not save him. Alright? I just want to clarify that out of the way. It's a lot of other facts I could easily say, but I'm not going to say them right now for Mario. We're not going to bother.
It's obvious. If not, did he get weaker?
Oh, no. Bro, you're not going to sit here and say that dumb stuff right now. Did he get weaker? Oh, hecky nah. My man's really did Mario like that. Like I said, I like Tyrecords. He's really entertaining, but he doing Mario kind of dirty in this. I feel like he downplaying him. Like, did he get weaker? Hell no. Okay, let me explain this real quick. We already explained why Mario is the same Mario and why that occurred like that. He's not weaker, dude. There's no possible evidence. If anything, Mario got stronger in the games. He also got faster, which I have evidence for that. Which we could also go back to Mario Party 3, where Mario literally defeats Stardust. Which, in case a lot of y'all probably don't know who Stardust is, it's a star that literally is proven to be quadrillion times the speed of light. And Mario easily pressed that faster hazards. Which means that Mario also has his quick speeds as well, to keep up with a star that's faster than the speed of light. Ultimately. And Mario did this with he wasn't even for real running. He was running, but not seriously. He wasn't even running that fast, and he still caught up to him. And also, this part, you're also wrong saying that he got weaker, which he clearly didn't. Which Sonic also did not escape his black hole, which, I'm going to bring up Sonic Shuffle. In case any of you played Sonic Shuffle, which you probably have been. It's basically just Mario Party, but with Sonic characters, because I've played that game before. It's basically just Mario Party. But there was also a black hole in Sonic's minigames, in Sonic Shuffle. Anyways, there's also a black hole in Sonic's minigames in Sonic Shuffle, which I already just said. Sorry, just wanted to make sure you listening. And on top of that, the black holes in Sonic Shuffles are pretty whack. I mean, they don't even pull the player towards them. I've played the game before, so I know. I've played a fair share of Mario and Sonic games. Sonic's black hole doesn't even pull it towards him in Sonic Shuffle. And I'm talking about when he's standing still, too. It only pulls the platforms, which that's another thing. Sonic and his team was on platforms in Sonic Shuffle while escaping a black hole, while Mario was actually physically outswimming it with no platforms. So that would still put him leagues above Sonic. And once again, Sonic didn't even escape the black hole in Sonic Colors. So did he get slower? No! Sonic got faster. Mario got stronger. He didn't get weaker. And Sonic didn't get slower. Then proving that your point, once again, Tyree, is incorrect. Just saying. Mario's not weaker. He got stronger. Sonic's not slower. He got faster. It's just simple, man.
You're sitting here telling me he didn't have time to react or swim away? Now, he also went and said that the black hole in Sonic Colors isn't a black hole. If you didn't know, the purple wisps in Sonic Colors...
Yeah, I already know what you're going to say, Tyree, because I already know about this. I played Sonic Colors. I already know about the wisp, but we're going to do this for y'all watching.
...are actually stated to manipulate space and time.
Yeah, we already know that.
And the negative energy of their power created this supernova. Supernova also took hundreds of wisps to stop. Just like a black hole, this was warping space and time as well. I also think it's kind of odd that you ignored the other time I showed Sonic outrunning a black hole in Sonic Shuffle.
Once again, we've already went over this. These black holes suck because they don't pull you towards them, once again. And also on top of that, they're on platforms and Mario physically outswam them. So your point is also invalid again. It still wouldn't add up. I'm sorry, man. It just doesn't add up to me. Anyways.
I know a lot of people haven't played Sonic Shuffle, but it's just
I did.
Like Mario Party, but Sonic.
And in the comments, what do you mean Rosalina saved Mario from the explosion in Galaxy? She never saved him. The Lumas were the ones who blew up the black hole, and Rosalina told Mario about the Lumas after he had survived the supernova explosion, and Rosalina reset the universe after she finished talking to Mario.
That's what I'm saying.
Who was still alive. Nothing else was standing except Mario, and possibly Bowser.
He's saying, Josiah, did you beat the game? I beat Mario Galaxy, and I know he's incorrect. Now, I will admit, Rosalina technically rebuilt the universe, and so technically they did kind of say Mario, Bowser, Peach, and the others. But your point is also still wrong, because Mario was strong enough, once again, to even resist being in the black hole, and being strong enough to, like, be in the middle of the world even being rebuilt upon itself. So she still didn't save Mario from the black hole. He could have died from it. So you're still technically wrong. But I beat the game, so I know.
Although it does seem like that transpired, it's actually not what happened. In the storyline, it's revealed that the grand stars, which are the large power stars, are necessary to stabilize the galaxy from collapsing. The Lumas and partially Rosalina and the Kama Observatory are the ones responsible for harnessing this power. By collecting the power stars and grand stars, Mario's preventing the galaxy from collapsing and helps the Lumas restore balance when collecting these stars. And when Mario says at the end, "Welcome to the new galaxy,"
Welcome, new galaxy.
it's because the galaxy was now peaceful. It wasn't what it was before. See, all of Bowser's goons,
Sonic's gotta go fast. I don't know where that came
even
from.
Bowser Jr., everybody's partying at the Mushroom Kingdom. Everything
I don't even know how Bowser Jr. got there.
was fine and everything was fixed. That is what changed about the galaxy, and that's what the story was telling you. The whole time you're getting the power stars so you can prevent the
Something like the Giga Cat Bell or the Red Star. Like Mario could just give himself an OP power-up combo. Something like the Giga Cat Bell or the Red Star or the...
Okay, Justin, I just want to point out something. I did see one of his videos, but I just want to point something out real quick. Giga Bell power, Mario cannot carry that with him. That's another thing why Mario also is ahead of Sonic in the actual fight, because Mario can carry plenty of power-ups cannonly, as we see in Mario, Wii, U, 3, and other games, and even 2, and DS, and even RPG, which is a canon game. They're the same Mario, so he can carry plenty of power-ups to even stop Sonic. Sonic's not going to be able to comprehend all that. I'm going to tell you right now. And also, I just want to let Josiah know that Mario cannot carry a Giga Bell with him. It would have to be like in his range somewhere. He would have to actually luckily find one, and then he could pick it up. If it's not there, then that's out of his arsenal. But we could put it in his arsenal. That's a could, might, maybe.
Golden flower, and then he could make himself invincible with the super.
But then again, we probably have to give Sonic his monitors too. See, I told you, I'm not going to sit here and downplay Sonic though, because that's my boy. Like, we know a lot of y'all Sonic fans like to downplay Mario. It's just the truth. We're not going to downplay Sonic. I guess I'll give him his monitors too if Mario's going to have his power-ups. Even though Mario will have more power-ups overall, but Sonic, we could still give him his monitors. Like his bubble shield, fire shield, water shield, you know.
Star, or the rainbow star, and then clone himself with the double cherry so he can outnumber Sonic and not lose any of his power-ups.
Exactly. That's another thing, Sonic. Mario has double cherries, which Sonic's not going to be able to fight multiple Marios. And they all have the same strength, as if it wasn't bad enough, just to let you guys know. Double cherry is also a canon power-up. Play 3D World. Thank you.
Now, a lot of you are probably saying, well, the time limit would just run out. But Mario has a remedy for that in the form of his Mario and Luigi RPG item, the Bottomless Gloves, which would let him endlessly reapply his power-up without physically taking it out.
So again, he's talking about comp Mario. He's not talking about one specific Mario. There's Marios from different dimensions, and it's just not gonna work.
It is gonna work because we already went over why they're the same Mario. I feel like you kind of downplaying Mario, Tyree. I'm sorry, bro. I'm being completely honest here. You're kind of downplaying him. You feel like he's doing that on purpose, making some type of lame excuse. Anyways.
Sonic has never, ever made a black hole before. Not even in his hyper form.
This is the violet void wisp that Sonic uses in Sonic Colors. It stated to warp space and time, and you know what else warps space and time? A black hole. If Supersonic is massively stronger than this, do you think Supersonic can do a black hole?
He still hasn't did it, though. So technically your point is also still wrong. So even though Supersonic has the power, a stupidly strong being, to overcome this power, to overcome this being, no matter what, it doesn't matter because Sonic hasn't showed any power of being able to create a black hole. He's never did it. And he's never pulled it off once. And he still is not capable of doing it because if that was the case, don't you think he could have just made a black hole and stopped Solaris in his own time? He could have, but he didn't, so he can't do it. On top of that, these black holes only sucking up minor enemies, in case you can tell. Let's replay that again.
In Sonic Colors, it stated to warp space and time, and you know what else warps space and time?
Keep in mind, look at that. It's not even a strong black hole, and this wouldn't even do anything to help Sonic in Sonic's fight. It's just facts. This thing isn't doing anything to Mario. Mario will literally outrun it, factually, because this thing is only sucking up minor enemies. It can't even suck up bosses, because I played this game before. I didn't beat it, but I played it. But still, it's not gonna work, bro, because this is only sucking up tiny enemies, smaller enemies. It doesn't suck up anything bigger than this, so you're still wrong.
Time, a black hole. If Supersonic is massively stronger than this, do you think Supersonic can do a black hole? Move fast enough to make one?
Sonic wouldn't have needed the help of Sage to fight the End, Light Gaia to fight Dark Gaia, Super Shadow and Silver to fight Solaris, and Super Classic Sonic to fight Time Eater if Chaos Emeralds really had limitless or unlimited power.
Yeah, that's another thing. Chaos Emeralds don't have limitless power. That's another thing. If they really had limitless power, then Knuckles wouldn't have been able to punch Sonic right out of them in Sonic 3. And even though I know you guys are telling me, you guys are correct saying, but Sonic 3, Sonic was inexperienced in using the super form, and he had no idea or had control over it. Which, you are correct, but it doesn't matter, because if they really had limitless power, don't you think that wouldn't have damaged Sonic? Can't be that limitless if that happens. So they don't have limitless power. I'm going to debunk that soon, too. Chaos Emeralds are not that powerful. And even though Paper Mario is a different game, Pure Hearts are stronger than that. So I don't know what you're getting at.
It's also possible for Chaos Emeralds to be removed from a Super Hedgehog, and the Chaos Emeralds are capable of having their power drained and needing to be restored. And both of those processes would have taken forever if they really had unlimited or limitless power.
Yeah, Chaos Emeralds don't have limitless power, but I want to correct this part. The only reason the Chaos Emeralds were even removed from Sonic in the first place is because Eggman had prep time and he was prepared for Sonic. He was waiting for him, and Sonic fell into his trap. Also, Josiah, Eggman was using the power of Dark Gaia's energy to stop Super Sonic. If a lot of you don't know, if you haven't played Sonic Unleashed, Dark Gaia's is a really dark demon being, and Sonic has positive and powerful energy, and Dark Gaia's darkness and negative energy opposes Sonic's. It's a direct weakness, which is exactly why Sonic transformed into a werehog. So I just wanted to get that out of the way.
In my original video that Sonic gets an infinite amount of energy from the Chaos Emeralds, I brought that up while showing that Sonic is the speed of light, if not faster. Because it's said to be faster than the speed of light, and if not faster, you need an infinite amount of energy to draw from, which is Chaos Emeralds. Again, me saying that the Chaos Emeralds have an
once again, they don't have infinite amount of energy, because if they really did, they wouldn't be able to get ripped out of Sonic, even if it was from Dark Gaia's. Even if he is a powerful being, if they had infinite energy, it still wouldn't have got ripped out from Sonic. I just explained Dark Gaia's was extremely powerful, but if it was infinite, it wouldn't have did anything. On top of that, if it was really infinite, Sonic wouldn't be able to get damaged by Knuckles in that state. Even if he is inexperienced, they should be able to guard him. Can't be that infinite if that something happens. Just saying.
That the Chaos Emeralds have an unlimited amount of energy doesn't mean I was saying that Sonic has an unlimited amount of power. Also, you're forgetting to mention the fact that Eggman had prep time and was prepared for Sonic.
Yeah, I already said this, but we're going to listen to it anyway.
And he's also using Dark Gaia's energy to rip the Chaos Emeralds out of Sonic. If you played the storyline, you would know that Dark Gaia's powers are a direct weakness to Sonic's. He represents a force of darkness and negativity that opposes Sonic's innate power and positivity.
Yeah, we know this. I already went over this.
Dark Gaia is awakened and its powers is harnessed by Dr. Eggman. It emits a corrupting influence that affects Sonic and diminishes his abilities. Dark Gaia is a malevolent creature that embodies the destructive energy and seeks to bring chaos and darkness to the world. Why do you think Sonic turned into a werehog?
Yeah, I agree with him. Why else do you think Sonic turned into a werehog at nighttime? But still, even then, if the Chaos Emeralds, once again, were extremely infinite, even if it is a weakness in it doesn't matter, because if they were extremely infinite, they would have protected Sonic from that, and he still wouldn't have got damaged. So, it really doesn't matter, to be honest.
Sonic has always had help using Chaos Emeralds outside of going super form. Silver helped Sonic time travel with Chaos Emeralds, and Shadow helped Sonic stop time with Chaos Emeralds. Sonic couldn't have used the Chaos Emeralds these ways without outside help.
He's not wrong.
Before you say, Sonic can use Chaos Emeralds without helping Sonic Superstars, nope.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Sonic managed to use a fake Chaos Emerald in case you play Sonic Adventure 2, which was pretty impressive.
Chaos control.
So what if he learns how to use an ability from another character? He knows how to do it right after that. He uses Chaos Control with Silver as well on his own, and also you need...
Also, he's saying on his own, but he literally is right next to an opponent while doing so. No disrespect, though, but seriously. Okay.
2 Chaos Emeralds to time travel.
Classic Sonic can, but not modern Sonic.
Classic Sonic is the same being as modern Sonic. Even though they're in 2 different dimensions now because of the events that happen in Sonic Force and Sonic Generations, they are the same being.
Who's the Sonic we're referring to in this debate? And even then, Classic Sonic's use of the Chaos Emeralds in that game aren't the same uses that are in the modern 3D games.
I don't know where this is coming from, but
I don't really want to hear from Tyree the fact that he said Mario is not the same Mario. I don't know why he's trying to criticize Josiah over that, but okay.
Modern Sonic and Classic Sonic are the same being.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it, Tyree? Where you said Mario and Classic Mario and Modern Mario are not the same. Even though they are, the same thing applies to Sonic. Classic Sonic and Modern Sonic are exactly the same person. No difference.
Classic Sonic is younger Sonic, stated in Sonic Racing. They are now from a different dimension, but this is because of the events that transpired during Sonic Generation.
I already went over that, but
let's keep going.
And on top of all of that, Mario has his own counter to the Chaos Emeralds, Wonder Flowers.
Now, I would agree with Josiah, because Wonder Flowers are extremely powerful, as we've seen. So I would agree, but it's just the fact that The game didn't even come out yet, so we can never tell. And Mario doesn't exactly have control over them. I just want to say that Mario doesn't exactly have control over the Wonder Flowers because they kind of just do whatever. So I could put that in the fight though. They could benefit Mario, but who knows? But they are most likely to benefit Mario. So who knows what they'll do to Sonic or probably even the environment. But even then, Mario doesn't really have control over them or willpower. So yeah.
Although we don't know about their capabilities yet, they can manipulate reality too.
You don't have any way to prove.
Another way, which is a canon game, Mario Maker, Mario can also manipulate reality if he wanted to. So that's another thing I wanted to point out. Mario also is so strong he can throw a baseball and it catches on fire. He can kick a soccer ball so hard that it literally crashes the ground and puts dents in it. And don't even get me started on Mario using a hammer once again to destroy. You know what? We're not even going to go there. Forget it.
That as the game hasn't even came out yet.
Yeah, he's right. The game hasn't even come out yet. So.
We actually do not have any context of it, nor do we know if he can control it.
Which he cannot control it, Tyree. No, I'm just going to let you know. He definitely can't control that. It just does whatever.
And before anyone brings up Sonic time traveled in Sonic CD, he used the signs to do that, and that was still classic Sonic.
Again, classic and modern Sonic was just modern Sonic. In Sonic CD, we actually know that this is actually an ability of Sonic, not the signs. The signs were a gameplay mechanic to let the game know whether to go back to the future or the past. It's stated in the guide and a lot of the official documents about the game. For time traveling is Sonic's talent and ability. There's even this one, and when you translate the...
Even if Sonic can time travel and also do all this, it still is not going to help him in Mario's fight, especially knowing the fact that Mario reacts to everything faster than the speed of light. I mean, this man hits bullet bills and cannonballs. And before people, even Tyree tries to make the jokes of bullet bills, oh, haha, are very slow, they don't do anything. Nope, you're wrong again. Bullet bills and cannonballs can move legit up to the speed of sound, proven in Mario games. And you know what Mario does? They follow them. He bounces off of them. Bullet bills and cannonballs can literally destroy giant structures like they do in his games and destroy everything. And Mario bops them. They're like a joke to him. This man evades lightning on a daily basis and reacts to Zkeeper, who's faster than the speed of light, and gods that are naturally faster than time itself. And Mario reacts to them and takes punches from it, and can also react and defend himself from them. And he doesn't even have to try to do so. He does this with a smile on his face with no effort. He doesn't have to try. What makes you think this will be happening to Sonic? And also, why would Sonic need to time travel in a Mario versus Sonic fight? It wouldn't help him. On top of that, Mario has his own time traveling ability. And no, I'm not talking about Mario's Time Machine, that educational game. The educational game that I played when I was little. I'm not talking about Mario's Time Machine. I'm talking about Mario... Well, technically Yoshi's game. Yoshi Island, DS. Mario actually has a pipe called Pipe Man or something like that can literally go back in time. And Mario actually goes back in time and helps his past self help Yoshi in like a fight or something. So Mario can time travel as well, but once again, why would either of them need to do this in a fight? So they're not doing that in a fight, bro. Neither of them would need to time travel. Nor Sonic, nor Mario. Alright? Anyways.
Kanji, it translates to time travel, time barrier ability.
As Sonic starts running and gains momentum, lights and sparks fly, and he's taken to a different time period. I tried to show that in this piece here.
With enough of his momentum and speed, sparks and lights fly, and he's taken to a certain point in time.
Mario does move at the speed of sound, but he can react to the speed of light. Mario has reacted to things while traveling on the Mach 375 Star Driver in Mario and Luigi. And he can react to being launched out of stars that send him flying many times above of light across the galaxy. He also regularly evades lightning in the RPGs and in the mainline games. Mario doesn't need to catch up to Sonic on foot when he can react to the speed you said that Sonic moves at.
Sonic has a plethora of statements saying that he surpassed the sound, time, and light barrier. And when you look over Mario games, you see little to no statements about him being faster than the speed of light or anything near that.
Once again, it's the same Mario, and he does react to as fast as the speed of light. Just because you're using a lane point doesn't mean Mario can't get caught off guard. Mario can get caught off guard. If you're smart enough to know this, every hero can get caught off guard. Heck, Sonic has even gotten a guard. Even the Flash has gotten caught off a guard before. Mario can get caught off guard too. Mario most definitely moves faster than the speed of sound. In his basic form, and I'm talking about his regular speed. We don't even know his full speed yet, and don't even try it. Try to be like some, no, don't even try that shit. Mario regularly moves at the speed of sound, and he reacts to things faster than the speed of light. So you tell me, it doesn't matter if you should break the sound barrier. There's guys that literally have, there's guys from Mario that have broken the speed of light barrier too. Like Stardust, for example, like I said, from Mario Party 3, which is a canon fight. He surpassed that. And Mario reacted to him plenty of times. Like, come on. Like, how do you tell me? If there's something faster than Mario, if Mario's focused on the fight, and how is Sonic going to damage Mario rapidly if Mario's reacting to things? Basically, what I'm trying to say is, basically,
oh my god, bro.
Mario get hit by Sonic multiple times if he's reacting to things faster than the speed of light itself and technically faster than Sonic in some cases. He's going to react to most of his blows. It's just fact. Accept it. Anyways, moving forward.
Then when you look over at their feet and faster than the speed of light or anything near that, then when you look over at their feats and things that they're shown to do, Mario doesn't have amazing speed feats, especially compared to
Yes, he does. But not compared to Sonic, though. Not compared to Sonic. But still, he still is pretty fast. So he does have amazing speed feats, so you're wrong again. But if you're comparing him to Sonic speed, then you're correct. But if you're not, and just saying he's not fast in general, you are extremely wrong.
Sonic, and if you're arguing Mario's faster than the speed of light or anything above that,
I wouldn't say Mario's faster than the speed of light. I don't know about that. I know he's faster than sound, but I don't know about light. I'm not too sure.
He's godly inconsistent, especially if you're arguing.
He's not godly inconsistent because he shows it in a lot of his games. And actually, the reason also, once again, that's a gameplay mechanic so you can actually know where he's going. Alright, so you're also wrong again.
Every Mario is the same Mario, and some people calculate his speed using pixel scaling, which is not really...
Huh? What the frick is pixel scaling? I actually don't know what pixel scaling is. You can't really pressure me with something that I don't know what it is. I don't know what pixel scaling is. I'm going to assume it's like when you measure stuff and assume Mario's speed, which isn't really that accurate, but okay.
That trusted and or accepted by anyone with a brain nowadays. Going on with Sonic's feats along with his statements, you can easily calculate Sonic's speed to massively faster than the speed of light and or immeasurable speed, especially when you're
it's not immeasurable speed. I also want to debunk this real quick. Sonic definitely does not have immeasurable speed. I can say that he is extremely fast and he surpasses any barrier of the speed of light, and he has way surpassed that, but he doesn't have immeasurable speed, because if that was the case, he wouldn't be able to get damaged, and every enemy that in his games he would be able to see them coming. They wouldn't be able to hit Sonic. Sonic's gotten caught off guard so many times, which is similar to Mario. And Mario's getting his butt kicked, I'm not gonna lie, a lot, every 5 minutes, and half the time he isn't even affected by it. His durability is also better than Sonic's. Like, take Sonic Frontiers, for example. Sonic Frontiers, in the beginning of it, Sonic sees the Titan, he tries to fight it, he yeets him, and throws him against the wall. Bro wakes up in a cold sweat, hyperventilating and shit. But Mario, let's go back to one of my favorite Mario games. This Super Mario Bros. U, which Mario does this a decade before, just as a gag. Mario and his friends were thrown way further than Sonic ever was in Sonic Frontiers. He was thrown way further, and they hit a tree so hard that it bended over and catapults them neck first onto the ground. And they get up and start running like it was nothing. Like it's all but sunshine and rainbows. Sonic literally got knocked out before. But we're not going to sit here and make Sonic weak, though, because he can take punches. Don't get me wrong. Like, the Dark Queen from Sonic and the Dark Knight, or when Sonic got launched from the core of the Earth, bro got jumped by the whole squad in Sonic Infinite. And, I mean, Sonic Forces by Infinite, and still got up to save the world. But that also proves that Sonic doesn't have immeasurable speed. Because he literally, those 3 games I just said, he's gotten caught off guard and got damaged even when he sees it coming. He doesn't have immeasurable speed. He has incredibly fast, stupidly fast speed, but it's not immeasurable. If it's truly immeasurable, he would say everything coming, which he clearly doesn't. So goes against the wall. He doesn't. So you're wrong.
Taking in his power boosts he's gotten throughout his series. For example, there's bosses from his past that he at the time could only defeat in his super form.
Which technically he used super form to beat them, because if he is using his base form, he technically already fought them, so of course he's gonna know what's in
But now can beat in his base without even trying with no Chaos Emeralds. With a great example being his fight with Chaos, and really all the fights that take place in Sonic Generations. And as much as I hate to admit it, at the time of Sonic Forces, Infinite was stated to be Sonic's strongest foe, stronger than Solaris. Eggman even stated that the Phantom Ruby he had was better than the Master Emerald, and Sonic was able to...
I wanna say something else. This is also called a misinformation fallacy itself. So, just because something says that something is more powerful than the other, if it doesn't show it, it doesn't make it true. I don't have to believe that. And I'm not stubborn, I'm not biased, but, like, what's the best thing Infinite has ever done that puts him leagues above Solaris? Nothing. What, create a star? Is that what he did? Oh, I guess create null space. With Sonic Evil Escape, which isn't even accurate. I don't even know if null space is accurate to real life space, but still, what is the best thing if it is going to create a star to create null space? Sonic still escaped those with the help of his friend, not by himself, also, but he still escaped them. Like that does he's not better than Solaris. He's not better than Solaris, I'm trying to tell you. On top of that, just because it's stated something is more powerful than the other doesn't make it true. That is not accurate. Even if it's stated that Infinite is stronger than Solaris, and you try to use the argument, let's just continue the video.
Keep up with him, take a lot of his blows, damage him with a little help, but he didn't need the Chaos Emeralds.
And last,
once again, he even tries to use the argument that Eggman says the Phantom Ruby is stronger than the Master Emerald. Because it could take you places and stuff. If you play Sonic Mania, you would know, because I played that game. I haven't beaten it, but I am really close, by the way. That game is challenging. But if you played it, you would know this in the storyline, because it takes them to different places and manipulates time and all that. But that still does not make him more stronger than Solaris. Like, Infinite isn't that strong compared to Sonic's other villains. I doubt he's even stronger than Dark Eye is, to be honest. In my personal opinion, I don't even think Infinite is stronger than Dark Eyes. He's not stronger than Solaris. Just because it says something doesn't make it true. I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Again, there's so many things wrong with this video. Like I said, Infinite isn't even stronger than Solaris, and he doesn't show any willpower over Solaris. So of course Sonic's gonna bop him and kill his ass in his base form. Infinite was dead ass even running from Sonic in the last fight. He was running from the dude. He didn't even fight him, so what? And I know you're gonna say he could take a lot of Sonic's blows, but like I said, he's not more powerful than Solaris, man. Like, I mean, you can use the Phantom Ruby saying he's more powerful than Eggman, but if that's a comic, then it's not canon. If it's a guy, then okay, I'll admit defeat and I'm wrong. Well, I'm not gonna admit defeat, but I'll instantly say I'm wrong. But if it's a comic, it doesn't matter. It's not canon. And on top of it, just because it says something once again doesn't make it true. So that still wouldn't put him above Solaris. I'm sorry. Not even Dark Gaius, in my opinion. Anyways.
lastly, Hypersonic isn't canon. It's been repeatedly stated that Supersonic is Sonic's strongest form, and Hypersonic has only ever been used in one game by Classic Sonic. And on top of that, Sonic doesn't have regular access to the Master Emerald or the Super Emerald, so...
Exactly, Sonic doesn't have access, which is another thing Sonic fans cannot get through their head. No offense, guys.
This form is out of his arsenal.
It is out of his arsenal, exactly.
And even if we gave Sonic his hyper form, we have to be fair and give Mario his White Tanuki or Super Leaf that don't die to anything outside of lava, but
technically, Josiah already stated that, White Tanuki, that Mario does not die to lava, because if he's in base form, it could survive things stronger than that. Why do you lava wouldn't kill this man? So what do you think a White Tanuki would do? He wouldn't die to it either. Mario can also fly infinitely with that, in case you're wondering. He can also reach speeds above light as quickly as possible with the suit, just to let you know. Yeah.
I already told you how that doesn't count for Mario's durability.
Just because someone doesn't have access to or shown to have access to something like a form or an ability doesn't mean you can't use that in a death battle. Bruh.
What?
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Okay, let's take this. So basically what he's saying, if you can't find, let's take your keys, for example. If you can't find your keys, how are you going to get inside your house? And I know what you're thinking. You can use other objects to get in your house, which is true, but let's say you only need your keys. If you can't find your keys to get in something or something that you need, what are you going to use? Your finger? No. He's wrong again. That's another thing that's wrong. If it's out of Sonic's arsenal, how is he going to use it? If he can't reach it, if he doesn't have access or power to get to it or use it, he can't use it. And he doesn't have access to it. As simple as that. It does mean a lot. Sonic can't use this power because it's out of his arsenal. He doesn't have any access to it. So he ultimately can't use it. And on top of that, Classic Sonic and Modern Sonic are now in different dimensions, so he wouldn't have access to it anyways. So, Hybrid Sonic is canon, but not anymore. It was, but it's not canon to Sonic anymore. Besides, he's already getting a new super form, I think, which still wouldn't be enough to beat Mario's, but he's already getting another super form called Super Sonic 2 in Sonic Frontiers in the cyberspace battle. So, yeah.
Sonic having a sword that one time, which we know is canon because he mentions it in Sonic Generation.
Yeah, just for y'all, I'm gonna be honest here. For a lot of people who don't know, Sonic and the Secret Rings and Sonic and the Black Knight are canon, and Sonic Colors are also canon. A lot of people like to say, "Oh, but that wasn't a book. It didn't happen." It did happen because in Sonic Generations, which I'm about to play the clip where Tyree's about to say because he's actually right.
We're no stranger than rescuing genies in magic books or saving aliens in an interstellar amusement park.
That proves that it's canon. Sonic literally just said the events that took place in Sonic and the Secret Rings and Sonic and the Black Knight, proving that those games are indeed canon and they happen. Heck, we even see Sonic get summoned from another dimension or universe from his own to save the princess in Sonic and the Black Knight. So, it's canon. So this actually happens, okay? Just want to amplify that.
Can be brought up in a death battle. Is hypersonic canon? A lot of people...
Also, Sonic wouldn't have that sword. I hate to say this. Once again, Tyree, he can't have that sword and is not brought up in a death battle because he doesn't have access to it. And he was in 2 different universes at that time, which he was summoned because he was some type of knight and by some princesses, which he doesn't have access to that sword. Just like he doesn't have access to hypersonic, so you would still be wrong. So those 2 are out of his arsenal. He does have supersonic because he has access to it and he has power to get it, so that can be brought up in a death battle. Technically, this isn't a death battle. Also, Mario and Sonic wouldn't kill each other. Sonic's not evil. Mario's not evil. That's completely out of characters. Death battle just be making up some stupid crap, and Tyree's going along with it. Also, that crappy death battle I saw where Mario wins. Even though Mario does win the fight, that thing is not accurate. They completely downplayed Sonic. They didn't even observe Mario correctly. And they didn't even give Sonic all of his abilities. It's crappy. It was a horrible death battle. It's just 100% cap is not facts. I'm sorry. It's just not factual. That death battle was garbage. They didn't even give Sonic his proper props or his abilities. They didn't even give Mario all of his feats and abilities. And they just downplayed Sonic. They tried to nerf him. Like, come on.
I'm trying to say Sonic 3 isn't canon. Well, I'm here to say
Sonic 3 is canon because in Sonic Frontiers, Knuckles has flashbacks, proving that it's
the record straight they are. Not only does Hypersonic show up again in Sonic Origins,
which also your point on Sonic Origins saying that Hypersonic shows up again, of course it's going to show up because, once again, this is a recreation of the Sonic 3 and other games. In case you couldn't tell, they're retro games. So your point technically wouldn't matter. Only Sonic Frontiers matters.
Super Knuckles is brought up again in Sonic Frontiers.
See, this game actually matters. Listen.
Not bad. Things would have been over faster if I'd been Super Knuckles. You did all right. Yeah.
Knuckles also has flashbacks to Sonic 3 in the game as well. Meaning the classic versions of the character are the younger versions of the modern characters.
Yes, true that, true that.
Is it really a surprise that Tyrecords LOL said that Sonic would win no difficulty when he owns a Sonic Discord server?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Tyrecords, but of course you're gonna say Sonic wins. I'm not trying. He's trying to say he's not biased. I'm sorry. I respectfully disagree with you. He's really trying not to point out any facts about Mario like I'm doing. You don't see me downplaying Sonic. You don't see me downplaying Mario. We're making this even. Mario factually wins this. He's just being biased because he technically has more Sonic videos than Mario's. And I'm not gonna sit up there and hate on him because he literally admitted that Mario's games were better, but it doesn't matter because he's just doing anything he's making lame excuses about Mario. He's just doing anything to make sure Mario doesn't win this at this point. And I'm not saying Sonic is weak. I've even gotten on people's asses before for calling Sonic weak. I've gotten mad. He's not weak. He's a stupid, powerful being. But Mario just leagues above Sonic in general. Alright?
And called Mario a simp?
Okay. Technically, Mario is going... Okay, I'm gonna say it like this. As much as I love Mario, you can't get mad at Tyrecords for calling Mario a simp. Because he technically is that. I mean, bro saving the same woman after 30 years, and she ain't even married him yet. Which, okay, I'll admit, she's not obligated to marry either of them. No matter how much a man does for you ladies, like, you don't have to say yes. But it's just the simple fact that she was up her... Matter of fact, we're gonna say that for another video, alright, that debate, because...
that Sonic defeats in his video games are massively stronger than any of Mario bosses.
Nope, you're wrong again. At the end of the day, it's actually Mario's bosses that are massively stronger than anything Sonic's bosses have beat. Sonic has overcome. Mario's gods are way more powerful than Sonic's, dude, and you gotta accept this. You're wrong. You're respectfully wrong. You're incorrect. For example, we can also take, like I said, Zkeeper, who is way more powerful than Mother was from, I forgot what Sonic game, and is more powerful than the Super Lizard thing from Sonic Adventure 2. Zkeeper is way more powerful than that, and he can summon pretty much anything. Not to mention, Mario beat Dreamy Bowser, who is quite literally so powerful he can bend reality to his liking just by thinking about it. He can just like summon infinite enemies, armies, battleships. He has infinite health. He can replenish it, and Mario still overcomes this difficulty in base form. Keep in mind, Mario fights most of his gods in base form, while Sonic has super forms to do so. So you're infinitely wrong. On top of that, y'all gotta remember that Super Sonic isn't even invincible because he can get harmed by any physical attack. Meanwhile, Mario's invincible forms, he is not harmed by any physical attack. And before you say he can get crushed, that's a gameplay mechanic again, so don't even try it. And another thing, before you try to say Mario can die to fall damage, don't even try it. That's another gameplay mechanic. Which, unlike Sonic, Mario has fallen from many heights and fallen on his feet, and he can be unscathed, while Sonic has fainted multiple times from doing so. With the only exception of Mario getting hurt from falling would be Mario Odyssey, probably even... No, I can't count Sunshine, because he was still okay. But I can count Mario Odyssey. He did faint, but that's because he was hit by Bowser and he was fighting him. So, your point's also invalid. So in the end of the day, Mario's gods are massively stronger than Sonic's, and it's just the truth. You gotta accept this. On top of that, I could also say that another thing Sonic has never done is he never fought a Satan of his universe. You know what Mario did do? Before we get to the Satan thing, Mario also broke a Dream Stone, which consists of thousands of universes in it, which was confirmed in Mario and Luigi Dream Team, I think. And Mario breaks this easily, little to no effort again. He breaks this, which puts him massively stronger than Sonic in every way. On top of that, Mario can go toe-to-toe with Darkstar, which if you looked up Wikipedia and even found out this dude's powers, he's basically the Satan of a Mario universe, which means that this dude is way more powerful than the devil himself. So what does this mean, you might be asking me? Mario and Luigi Journeys? What does this mean, Mario and Luigi Journeys? Well, I'll tell you. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that Mario can go toe-to-toe with Satan in a fist fight and become victorious with the devil and win in a fight. With, once again, little to no effort, this dude doesn't try while doing so. Like, we've seen Sonic push his limits in the fight with Dark Gaius, for example. We've seen Sonic push his limits and actually try his ass off to beat him. Mario has not once ever been pushed to his full strength. You gotta accept the facts. Everything he does is with a smile on his face in Sunshine and Rainbows. Bro, Mario takes soccer more seriously than saving the world, literally. Bro takes soccer and gets more upset over a soccer game than saving the world and people dying. You're not gonna tell me anything that could convince me that Sonic's gonna win this fight. I'm sorry, he's not winning this fight. Accept it. You can't convince me at this point. Especially knowing the fact that Mario can fall from millions of heights from space and survive falls from that and land on his head and not be affected. Bro survived a megaton explosion in Mario spin-off games, which are all canon confirmed by Nintendo. Bro survived a megaton explosion in his face. He was right on top of a Bowser robot when it exploded. Perfectly fine. Right in front of a castle in Mario World when it exploded. Perfectly fine. He was right in the center. This man got on top of a giant robot, like I said, exploded. It killed everybody around it except for him. Like, he could be launched from space, from places that have to be over the speed of light for him to even reach, and he strikes into the planet. All the dude has to say is, "Let's go." Sonic isn't even hurting this dude. I'm convinced. There's nothing you can tell me to convince me that there's even remotely a chance of this fight. It's not even close. I'm sorry. I love Sonic at the end of the day, but he's not winning a fight against Mario. I'm sorry. It's just the truth. Sonic fans, you gotta accept it.
Everyone always tries to say Mario is Mario, every Mario is the same.
They are the same Mario. You're wrong again.
It doesn't matter if the original creator said it himself.
They are the same Mario.
Oh no, this is not true.
We could even say the same thing for Sonic. Not every Sonic is the same. Even if you beat Dark Gaius, we could just say there's different Sonics. Does that mean it's true? No, they're the same Sonics. Each Sonic is the same. Mario and the other ones are the same. Your point is respectfully wrong once again.
Movie Mario.
He's just making some lame excuse at this point. I'm saying this the nicest way I can say it. I love this dude. He's really entertaining. I even subscribe to this dude. I like him. But he's just making lame excuses that he's not even showing proof to, like I'm doing.
Tune or either other games, we know that they are all not the same Mario, right?
They are the same Mario. You're wrong.
I don't want to sound biased by saying this, but even Sega tweeting out everything is canon, we all know that's not true.
Okay, I'll admit that's not true, but like, if you're talking about the game Sonic, they're all the same Sonic. It is true. Every game Mario is the same. Every game Sonic is the same. They're the exact same Sonics.
This is why the author fallacy exists. Sonic is stronger and outscales the strongest version of Mario.
Nope, you're wrong again.
In AP, speed, durability, and hacks, and abilities.
Nope, you're wrong once again.
It's not looking good for Mario. Bruh.
No, buddy, it's the other way around. You're getting confused now. Mario outscales Sonic in pretty much AP, actually. Sonic outscales Mario in hacks and speed. Mario definitely outscales Sonic in durability. I don't know what you're on. So Mario also outscales him in physical strength, lifting strength, IQ, and battle IQ, and experience. Because man's been fighting since he was a baby. Like, come on now. He's not outscaling him. I'm sorry, you're wrong once again. You also forgetting to mention that Baby Mario was so strong he's able to take out bigger monsters that are 50 times his size as an infant. Which I don't know how that's humanly possible, but you tell me.
And to say Mario was completely invincible while in these forms in his games because
he is invincible.
He never shown to take damage is a no-limits fallacy. A no-limits fallacy is when someone states that because something has not demonstrated any limits or certain limits, that it has none. Sonic just has way too many advantages.
Mario has way too many advantages, actually.
He can freeze time, rewind it.
There's no reason why he would need to do that in a fight. Why would he want to Why would he need to rewind time in a fight? Also, if you want to bring that argument up, I could just be an asshole and bring up other items that Mario only has to rewind time. Also, even though he says he's not counting 1-ups in the fight, I'm going to count whatever I want. Because Mario and Sonic are not going to kill each other in this fight. They're going to be friends at this fight. I can already tell. They already are friends. But if they did, hypothetically, Mario is surviving more than Sonic. Sonic has canonically died before, and he has gotten wished back by everybody around him. He's gotten wished back. Sonic has canonically died, and Mario has never been proven to die. Also, it's confirmed by Nintendo that Mario can't even die on his own. In general, he can't die. He has one-up mushrooms. He also has a time power that revives him if he does die, just in case. He's not dying to Sonic, dude. I'm telling you. It's not gonna work. Mario cannot die. Sonic can. It's proven. Nintendo even states that Mario's soul can go right back into a body even if he does die. He can go right back to his body, which, like I said, I don't make the rules here. Even I doubted that when I first heard it. I even typed in the comments and said that we all know that's cap, but it's actually true. Mario cannot die. It's just the facts. I'm sorry. Mario just has way too many advantages and outscales Sonic. It's not even close.
Automatic flight, which is way faster than running.
Yeah, he has automatic flight, but Mario also has powers where he can change into flight. Like, Mario has so many invincible power-ups, like Invisible Cap, which is a power where Mario literally turns invisible and he cannot be seen, which is definitely going to outscale Sonic because Mario can punch hard on top of that. And how's he going to, how's Sonic going to fight Mario if you can't see him? Kind of ask me. We also got Boo Mario, which can also turn through things. Fire Mario, Ice Mario, Hammer Mario, plenty of power-ups. We have invincible more power-ups like Metal Cap, Invisible Cap, Rainbow Star, which is way more powerful than Superstar. You can imagine that. What else we got? We got, I think I already said Metal Cap, but we're gonna say Metal Cap again. And Superstar Mario and Mega Mushroom Mario. Keep in mind, which is definitely invincible again. Cannot die to lava. Because we already stated why that doesn't make sense.
Reality warping. Immeasurable speed, which is speed that is uncomprehendable.
Which is wrong again, Tyrecords. He doesn't have immeasurable speed because we already went over this. If that was the case, he would be able to see everything coming, which he doesn't. And Mario can react to things faster than the speed of light, no matter what, so it wouldn't even matter.
Wishing power.
I'm not saying Mario wouldn't get damaged by Sonic. Sonic's definitely going to get some free hits on this. We already know how this fight going to go out. But, like, maybe at the start of it, Sonic's going to get, like, a free 50 hits. But that's not going to do anything to Mario. Mario catches on to things easily. It's like, Mario's going to react to this. I'm sorry. It's not doing anything from Sonic. Sonic has no advantage in this shit.
As you can see, with the Chaos Emeralds, there is...
Wishing, once again, keep in mind, everybody had to gather around and wish Sonic back. So, proving that these things do not have immeasurable power, because if they really did, Sonic would be unstoppable, knowing that that's not true, because Super Sonic isn't even invincible, as we can literally see him get damaged, and even in some cases, instant killed. So, that still wouldn't make it him immeasurable power. And I'm not talking about Sonic, I'm talking about the Chaos Emeralds. If that was the case, that's what it would be, but it doesn't happen, so it's not true. Once again, and they had to all wish him back, which is kind of similar to how everybody had the Dragon Balls and wished Goku back. So, you're wrong again.
Able to wish and revive Sonic, and Blaze the Cat states to herself that when all the 7 Chaos Emeralds are united, they can grant you any wish you want.
It said this gem can transform your thoughts into power. Collect 7, and a miracle's supposed to happen.
Now, he also said I have a Discord server about Sonic, which means that I'm biased, which is not the case at all.
You kind of are being biased to this, Tyrecords. I'm not being rude, because I love your videos. You always put a smile on my face, but I'm being honest. You are being completely biased about this. It's just, I'm being completely true. And the fact that you record mostly Sonic videos, I'm sorry, dude, but you record mostly Sonic videos. So when I first saw his video, I kind of already knew what was going to go down. So I just accepted it. But I'm going to stand up and be honest. Factually, Mario outscales Sonic in every advantage. Mario just has too many advantages. And you could use the debate that, yes, okay, I can admit Sonic is faster because flying is way faster than running. You win that part. But Mario has power-ups where he can fly like the gliding squirrel propeller, and don't even get me started on raccoon suits and white Tanukis. So, Mario has all those advantages in his arsenal. And before you say, but Mario has to die, that's a gameplay mechanic, and he only can use the power but when he doesn't die. So, you're wrong again. So, ultimately, Mario outscales Sonic. This isn't even a close fight. Sonic wouldn't even get halfway through this fight without using Super Sonic, and even then, Mario has power-ups that aren't even invincible to stop Sonic. He literally does. So this still wouldn't outscale anything. I'm sorry. But Mario has way too many advantages in this fight. It's not looking good for Sonic. And I'm not biased just because I play Mario's games and I like his games better than Sonic and he's more enjoyable. I'm not biased. I gave Sonic almost everything I could give him. He's not beating Mario. And I'm not saying Sonic is weak. Like I've said, I've gotten into arguments because people say rude comments about Sonic and I ain't letting it slide. But it's just facts. Mario is destroying Sonic. It's not even close. And I'm not biased either because I like Mario more. I could have a freaking room plastered with only Mario's face, and even then I could admit that Mario will get folded by other people, but it's just hard to find people that will fold Mario just because Mario's a powerful dude. He outscales Sonic. Mario can beat so many anime characters, it's not even funny. But does that mean Mario's invincible? No. I know anime characters that could literally fold Mario into pieces and put him in crutches. They could literally fold him like he's some type of toy. Like, come on.
Have a keychain and a butt tattoo of Sonic, and I can still admit that other characters.
Butt tattoo. I love this dude, man. He still makes me happy.
Characters will literally completely fold Sonic in a wheelchair like Ben 10 could. I'm not biased. I love Mario. Like I said in my original video, I love both of the games. I think Mario games are way better than Sonic's. But again, I don't think every Mario is the same Mario. Why does he?
And technically, he did just say that he doesn't think every Mario is the same. He did say he doesn't think. So I will respect his thinking on that. But factually, every Mario is the same. Just like Sonic. Once again, do not send Tyrecords any hate for this video, because he wouldn't even send me any hate. We do positive comments around here. Only positive. But
does he take fall damage? Original video, I love both of the games. I think Mario games are way better than Sonic's. But again, I don't think every Mario is the same Mario.
They are. And I think people also be forgetting that Mario can also power connect. What does that mean? That means that, let's say, for instance, Mario already has a star on, right? Mario can also increase his ability with the star by having another one, which is a possibility. You can carry multiple stars. I mean, look at Mario U. He can carry another star and then get another one that's in his inventory. He could also, like, transform the powers with the Fire Flower while having the star on, which is a possibility, and shoot stuff at Sonic. Also, having the ability to change to an Ice Flower, Propeller Suit, or even a Golden Flower if it's in his arsenal. Which a Golden Flower could possibly damage Sonic, even in Super Sonic. I know this because this thing can literally one-shot Bowser. A Golden Flower literally one-shots Bowser. I mean, which Wisp is going to counter that for Sonic? I need you to tell me. And Bowser is a person who survived a black hole explosion. You're telling me that, bro, freaking Sonic is going to stop Golden Mario? He has to hit him. Like, with any power, he has to hit him and then he'll lose it. Obviously. But if he can't do it because Mario is smart with his powers, then it's not going to happen. And let's not even get on how every invincible form Mario has, he's invincible to anything. Mario can canonically never get instant killed in his invisible forms, while Super Sonic and Sonic Frontiers recently can get instant killed. Mario just has way too many advantages, bro.
Why does he take fall damage in Mario 64, but in other games he doesn't take fall damage like Mario 3D World? The problem is, if you're arguing that every Mario is the...
Those are gameplay mechanics, and also if that was the case in 3D World, that would make the game way too much challenging. And knowing how RNG Mario 3D World already is, bro, hectic, we don't need fall damage. What Mario and them are the same Mario. Keep in mind, they are the same. But the only reason that happens, once again, I'm being completely honest, is because of plot. That actually does apply to Mario. Mario goes with what he's supposed to go through, and those are gameplay mechanics. Mario 64 was meant to be challenging. That's why they challenged Mario. And also to prove that Mario is the same Mario, Mario also has flashbacks in Mario Sunshine and other games to past games, proving that he remembers these adventures. He has flashbacks. These happened. He knows these happened. So Mario and them are the same Mario. You don't see me doing that to Sonic, because Sonic and the classic Sonic are the same exact person.
The same Mario. There's so many inconsistencies with the character that could downscale the character in a death battle. For example,
I can breathe in water, I can't breathe in water. Once again, that's a 2D Mario game. In every 2D Mario game, Mario can breathe in water. But they do this like to make like I said, it's a gameplay mechanic to make the game more challenging. What's the point in having a game if it's not going to have challenge to it? Mario is a challenging video game. In my personal opinion, Mario's games are way more challenging than Sonic's. That's why Nintendo does these things. Nintendo even said it at themselves, like a couple years ago, which actually is kind of recent, that they do whatever they can to make sure the game mechanics match Mario, his game. So of course they're gonna make sacrifices to Mario. One game he can breathe in water forever, and then the other game he has to go up for air. Like in Mario Odyssey, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, he can breathe in water in other games forever. Meanwhile, Mario Odyssey has to go for air. They're the same Mario. It's just gameplay mechanics to change up the games to make sure they're different. They just try to make more, I guess, a little bit more realistic. And even if Mario can't hold his breath forever, he still holds it for a decently long time before going up for air, which is way longer than any human can. So
someone might say, Sonic CD, if he's able to go forward and back in time, why doesn't he do it in Sonic 06 then? Why does he use the Chaos Emeralds?
He's not, yeah.
All you need is 2 Chaos Emeralds. He doesn't need to run. And also, he wants to go somewhere else. Why waste your time running when you can do it in an instant and get somewhere else in an instant where you want to be in an instant?
You're right, but he could also do this in other adventures like Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Advance games, which he doesn't show any indication of doing that. So technically, let's be honest here, I think we already know where this is going.
I'm probably just rambling at this point, but I hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah, Tyrecords, I love you, buddy, and I salute you. And Josiah, this video's for you. I love you too, buddy. Thank you for watching my video, everybody. And I will try to make a part 2 to Mario vs. Sonic. But once again, we're not biased here. Do not send Tyrecords hate. He is a very nice person. I love his videos. He's always entertaining, and he puts a smile on my face. And even this video was such a kind of a delight to watch. But I just want to let him know there's so many things wrong. I just want to respectfully correct him. Thank you guys for watching this, and I hope you enjoy. If there's anything I missed about Mario and Sonic, please do let me know in the chat, in the comment section. But till then, I'll see you around. Bye.